This video that went viral on X proves why we need gatekeeping when it comes to trans surgeries.
I'm dilating 3 times a day as instructed by my doctor to avoid future complications. The whole process is a little bit uncomfortable and it's quite a strenuous thing to put your body through 3 times a day. I often find myself dreading having to do it, although knowing that the discomfort is only temporary makes the whole thing bearable.
I feel so sad for this man. He just got the most invasive and irreversible surgery. A surgery that's known for having many complications. This is an adult man wearing, I don't even know what it is. Is it like a My Little Pony t-shirt or something? And the way he talks makes me wonder if he's autistic. Not only that, he's not even trying to look like a woman. He's not even looking like a non-passing trans woman. He looks like a man with a lot of body modifications. And I'm afraid that he thinks getting bottom surgery is another body modification.
I've just got home from my first post-op appointment with the surgeon this evening. I'm healing up really nicely. The only thing is that there's still a lot of swelling, but I've been told with a good amount of rest and time that'll just eventually go down. So now me and Ruby, we're just gonna hang out and wait for our pizzas to arrive and then just chill out and watch Netflix for the rest of the evening.
Do I even need to explain why I think it's unethical to remove a grown man who plays with teddy bears ding dong? Severe gender dysphoria should be the reason why some males get the surgery. Gender dysphoria in males has nothing to do with adult men thinking that they're girls. Little girls. I'm not a psychiatrist, so I don't know what's going on in his case, but one thing I do know is he shouldn't have received the surgery. Whatever's going on, the surgery won't fix anything. The reason why I'm making this video is because I think it's disturbing to see so many men who don't look like women in any way. It looks like they're not even trying to pass as women, getting this bottom surgery. I'm sorry I have to censor this, but this man got a pillow from his wife of a vulva after getting bottom surgery. And this is the caption. Miss Fanny is the stuffy my wife gave upon waking up from bottom surgery 5 years today. I mean, he still has a beard. He doesn't want to remove his beard. Apparently that doesn't make him dysphoric, but he wanted to remove his pee-pee. But again, this perfectly shows why these people don't deal with gender dysphoria. When dealing with gender dysphoria, you prioritize passing in public when you're having a conversation with people, with strangers. The first step of transitioning is of course not getting your genitals changed, because very few people get to see what's happening in between your legs. A man can get bottom surgery and still be called he if he doesn't even remove his beard. If he has short hair, looks like a manly man. By the way, am I the only one who thinks it's sad or weird how his wife is so encouraging or is so supportive of his bottom surgery? Because I think this man has some mental health issues, non-gender related. So assuming his wife doesn't deal with severe mental health issues, she's more aware of reality, I think her support is kind of mean. She would have the responsibility to tell him, don't get the surgery. It is extremely risky, invasive, irreversible, and you don't deal with gender dysphoria. You can dress however you want, and I'm still gonna be with you, love you, but don't risk your own life. Losing the function to pee and have sex. By getting the surgery, it's not worth it.
Good morning, TikTok. So I just wanted to do a little update. A lot of people don't understand what the process is of going through vaginoplasty surgery. It's very, very difficult. There's a lot of different things, a lot of different processes that go on. So I had to have a blood test. I had to look at my estrogen levels, my testosterone levels, and make sure that nothing's gonna go wrong during surgery. After that, I had to have a meeting with a psychiatrist. They wanted to see that psychologically I am set, I am prepared, I am ready for it.
Clearly, this man is going through something that's not gender dysphoria. I'm just gonna guess he's on the autism spectrum. and has other comorbidities, but no matter what it is he's going through, it is extremely unethical for doctors, for surgeons, to change his genitals, to remove them just because he asks for it. And this is why we need gatekeeping. We can't change what people want to do to themselves, but we can change what doctors working for the system will do to these people. Not only can the system control what to do with these people, they have the obligation to help them. If getting trans-related surgeries and hormones legally, you do it by seeking help at trans clinics. You talk to psychiatrists, doctors, surgeons, and it's their job, it should be their job, to gatekeep, to say, I don't think this will be good for you. I don't think you suffer from gender dysphoria. I think you deal with something else. Or to say, go right ahead, get the surgery. It will remove most of your problems. That is supposed to be their job. Their job is not to cut off men's genitals just because they ask for it. Their job is not to skip making a thorough assessment before changing people's lives forever. The most important part of a psychiatrist's job is to diagnose people. So that is exactly what they're supposed to do now within these trans clinics. It shouldn't be any different just because people claim to be trans. They're people too. They're human beings too. And no matter if they're angry, hateful activists, or they're mentally ill men who think that they're 6-year-old girls, they deserve help. The right kind of help. No matter if it means they deal with bipolar, schizophrenia, if they're autistic, it doesn't matter. Not everyone who wants the surgery should receive it. We're talking about changing someone's genitals. Could it be any more invasive than that? I don't know. And that's exactly why I'm not getting the surgery, and I will never get the bottom surgery. There are many reasons. It's dangerous, it doesn't look good, but most importantly, it will never be the same as a real penis. I will never become a biological male. I will never become a man, same thing. Why risk destroying the function to pee and have sex if it doesn't even make me into a man? I'm not against real transsexual women, men with severe gender dysphoria, getting the surgery, if that is what they truly want and they feel like they just have to due to their mental disorder. But I'm not a fan of both surgeries, from female to male, male to female. I'm not a fan of the concept of changing your genitals as a trans person. I think it's essential for trans people's mental health to have at least something that reminds them of their biology. Trans people can pass so well as the opposite sex, and that's great because that alleviates the mental disorder, but nothing will change reality. In my opinion, trans people's mental health will become worse if they don't believe in reality. A couple of years ago, I started to acknowledge my biology, and it immediately made me feel so much better mentally. Today, people treat me as if I were a man, and it works because it makes me feel comfortable, and it makes other people comfortable because they think it's natural to call me he and him and Marcus because I made the effort to look like a man. And on top of that, I am reminded every single day of my biology because I look down every single day and I see they're not male genitalia. That keeps me grounded. I deal with some bottom dysphoria, but it's not bad at all. I've been working on trying to accept what I have in between my legs for years, and it worked. It is working. Instead of trans people trying so hard, spending so much energy on trying to convince themselves and others that they actually became the opposite sex after transitioning, I think it's more productive for them to spend their time and energy on accepting themselves, accepting the fact that they're different. The last thing I want to address is how so many think that it's actually possible to turn a penis into a vagina. That's not what the surgery will do. These males have to dilate, meaning assert something in their hole, for the rest of their lives so the hole doesn't close. That's not a vagina. It's a surgically made hole, and yeah, some of them look really realistic, like an actual vagina, but I think it's important to keep this whole thing as honest as possible. I'm so tired of all the lies. I'm not a fan of changing the language just to please trans people. It's not only disrespectful to women, especially regular men and women, it's not something that will help trans people in the end. Before you go, I just want to thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more content like this, remember to hit subscribe and the notification bell. Follow me on social media, and I cannot wait to see you all in the comments down below. Peace out.